Okay. Wow. Just like that. Let me see. Sometimes, or when I'm with Nikita, it'll pop up, and a little message will pop up and say, "Do you want to tag Nikita in the video?" But I think I've already done. Okay.
So now what do I do?
I wonder is it showing up for other people if it's looking funny on yours. Can y'all see us? Okay. Whoever's watching us.
I think so.
Okay. There
Yeah.
we go. Okay.
Put my volume up.
Okay.
Okay.
There you go. It says you're watching.
Hey.
Hey everybody. I have not been on Facebook much at all in the past couple of days, so I hadn't talked about it. But I did post about this new idea I had called Black and plus Southern plus Healthy, or Black and Southern and Healthy. So welcome to episode 1. I got my girl Tiarica. Is it Tiarica or Tiarica?
Tiarica.
Tiarica.
Yes.
So y'all got that? Because I know I had it wrong. I was saying
okay.
Tiarica. Can y'all hear us okay? Because we're in a public space in Crosstown. So it's a lot going on around us. So let us know if y'all can hear us okay. Because we can see y'all's comments as we're talking.
Okay.
But yeah, I wanted to introduce this idea of Black plus Southern plus Healthy because I'll tell a little bit about my story about me losing. I used to be a size 22, 24, and I decided a little over a year ago to start my vegan journey, and that has been like, whoa, like I have tremendously enjoyed it. But in the South, we don't have a lot of resources, and we don't have a lot of conversation going on around what it looks like to be Black and Southern and healthy.
Right.
And so I started listening to a lot of podcasts and things like that. And even when I searched today, I even searched for Black Health on iTunes podcasts. And y'all, I promise you, only like 2 podcasts came up.
Wow.
Only 2 of them. Now it's a lot of podcasts and conversations going on around Black mental health, but not necessarily what it looks like to be healthy in body, mind, and spirit holistically. So that's why I wanted to start this conversation with people who I consider to be, hey Sonia, with people whom I consider to be leaders and pioneers in their lifestyle of being healthy.
Right.
And so I have Tiarica here with me, who I don't know when I first met Tiarica. Do you remember?
It was at the Den.
At the Den?
When we did it, it was some type of business vending event.
The Soul Market.
Yes.
It was at the Soul Market at the
That's
Den, and Tiarica set up with her teas.
Yes.
And I think I bought some teas.
Yes.
And they were so helpful.
Yes.
Come
yes.
through Jesus with the teas and the
Amen,
herbs and
amen.
stuff.
Amen.
And so I reached out to Tiarica because I see her on social media really talking about what it looks like to be Black and Southern and healthy. And so I invited her here, and she's going to tell us a little bit about her story and what it is that she does, and then we'll get into some, deeper conversation. Hey, Barry, this is great, right? So we're going to get into some deeper conversations about being healthy in the South, in particular, even in Memphis, Tennessee. So Tiarica, tell us a little bit about yourself and your health story. And you can look at me, you can look at the camera, but it's probably best you look at the... Tiarica is doing it, ain't it?
Y'all make me blush. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I'm so grateful to be here, Kim. Thank you for this. I started my health journey. I started out pretty much always fluctuating weight, even preteen, high school, college. That's when I found out I was pre-diabetic. Before that, I was in high school and I had a doctor giving me 11. I was taking up to 11 pills a day at 17.
Wow.
But I had no actual ailments. It was all preventative care, like birth control for my skin, for weight, for hormones, but none of it was like you got diabetes, you got but it was to the point where I would drink water and almost have to throw up because I was taking so many pills. And at one point after college I got up to 247 pounds. At my largest I was size 16, 18, and then I got into the health journey with herbal teas and stuff. My niece had got sick, and I had started doing the turmeric on my own.
Okay.
And it started helping me because I always had really bad sinus problems. And then when she got sick, I gave it to her, and it helped her. And then that started the journey of GT, which is my herbal tea business.
Yes.
We'll talk about that. But from there, that's how I pretty much started getting into like I call it waste loss for weight loss, because you have to get rid of the toxins, the old food, a lot of the old
waste,
stuff that's in your body.
W-A-S-T-E, waste loss. Okay, I love that.
Waste loss for weight loss. And then, then you're able to lose weight, move, more mobility, more energy. So I was able to go from 247 to 176.
Yes.
Just with tea, you know. Of course, I would do like no meat here. I had stopped eating pork for like maybe a year and a half or so at the time. And then, so it was like, maybe meat once a day. I would go walking casually, but the tea, like I was always consistent. It just, it really helps keep your system clean. It alerts you if you done had too much sugar. It's like, it's almost like a personal body alarm, and it keep you going. So that's a little bit about my journey. So I've been doing the tea now for about 4 years. So it's going.
Okay, that's what's up. And you started. You told me you started with one tea.
One tea, just the turmeric.
Just the turmeric. Turmeric. And now you have how many?
I have 13 teas. I have 2 lemonades. I have about 8 capsules that I make. And I have a couple other products I definitely want to bring out. But we waiting on more space. So.
Yes. So what are some of your best-selling teas? Oh, let me back that up a bit. What are some of the common ailments that people come to you with when they first approach you? What do you hear people say? What are people telling you?
I'll break it down, because I'll say for men, a lot of men come to me with blood pressure, high blood pressure, and I would say energy, stamina, libido issues. And I was thinking about it. It's funny how they go hand in hand. So if you control your blood pressure, one thing I learned, and I say healthy is horny. So the more healthy you are, the more horny you'll be. But you just have to flush your system
I'm writing some of this down.
Yes, healthy is horny. So I have a couple blends that help with just cleansing you. Andrea, she said she loves the turmeric tea. Yes, ma'am. Andrea, hi.
And we're going to talk a little bit about turmeric. It's pronounced in different ways in a little bit.
Tomato. But, so for men, it's definitely blood pressure and stamina issues. And then for women, it's usually reproductive. A lot of reproductive, whether it's cramps, cysts, low pH, off balance cycles. I get a lot of women with a lot of reproductive issues, and then also they just want to lose their gut, which that is both also connected together as well. Because the gut is where the majority of our bacteria is. It's where everything starts, formulates. So the more that is clear, it restricts it from traveling throughout your body. So, and then of course with the reproductive, it will help. But you definitely have to, all of it starts with the cleanse. Once you start with the cleansing process, it's because the body is connected together as one. It's a holistic, that's what it's holistic. It's a whole body of one. Even though you may have arm pain or leg pain, it may be connected to a nerve in your back, So you just have to do different regimens and stuff to find out what it is. I have to take some of this little bling out.
Oh, no, it's fine. It's just making you shine all the more. So what tea do you have to address, you said women and their gut issues?
Yes. I'll say a lot of women come to me want to just lose a little weight mostly. And the thing to me, I don't want to say it bothers me, but it's kind of a little pinch, because a lot of people are more so worried about losing weight than being healthy. And for me, like I said, it's waste loss for weight loss. I focus on the health portion of it. Of course, when you drink the tea consistently, it'll help with your appetite, your energy, and then you'll lose weight. But for me, it's more so, I don't want you to have diabetes. I don't want you to have blood pressure, things of that nature. Once you're cleansing. I would say the green machine is a really good one. It's one of my newest ones, but it actually works well. If anybody out there ever tried the green machine, definitely let them know.
And somebody up here is saying, and I want to scroll down, but I can't because I'm scared my phone will fall.
Let me see.
Let me see who said it. I think that's Latrice. Latrice said the black walnut tea is good per her friend with high blood pressure and energy, and he loves it.
I can see the comments. Oh,
the lighting went down when I touched it. See, that's why I'm not touching my phone. So, y'all, if I miss your comment, I'm sorry. It's because I'm trying not to scroll on my phone. Okay.
Goodness.
But black walnut tea, is it working okay? Okay.
Yeah. Yes. That black walnut is a really good one that I make too. But and then the Dandy Dream, which of course is the one I use to lose weight. And most of my teas, I tell them, is 8 to 10 ounces a day, which is just a cup. Usually. You can do more, but no more than 4 cups. Yeah, the green tea, the green machine. Yeah.
Latrice be supporting now. She be buying the tea now.
The green machine is a really good one for gut care. From what I've heard, the difference between the Dandy Dream and the green machine is the green machine works more on the gut because it's lemongrass in it. It has chlorella, spirulina, so it rebuilds white blood cells, which automatically makes everything that's not alkaline come out of your body. So it seems to work a little slower, but trust me. Baby, you will know the green machine is working. Whereas the Dandy Dream, it takes it seems to work quicker as far as if people want to see it on the scale because it releases a lot of water weight very fast. It cleans out your liver, your kidneys, and then the peppermint helps pull everything through your stomach tray. So eventually, you know, you'll start to go down. And it goes a little quicker, you know, sometimes. But like I said, the green machine eats it up inside and pulls it out. So those two definitely. For good, yes.
And I'll share this, that I'm going to buy some or order some Dandy Dream from you because in a couple of weeks I'll be attending an event where I have to wear a semi or formal dress, and I ordered it online. I have a feeling it's going to be a little bit too small. And we're going to talk a little bit about wanting the process of wanting to, or the idea of wanting to lose weight before we really get ourselves healthy. But I need to kickstart like the weight loss, which is totally fine. I think if you want to kickstart a weight loss and you're trying to do, you know, something different or incorporate something that's going to quickly get it off. But speaking long term, you really have to change your mindset about what it looks like. You have to change eating a little bit of everything. Right. And it doesn't have to be, some people do fine with going cold turkey when it comes to, you know, I like to go cold turkey. Like, I just like to wake up on Monday morning and be like, I'm not taking this in. And that works for me because it's a challenge for me. But some people need to slowly, like, wean themselves off. So if you find yourself struggling with the idea of your end goal, or if it's really not an end goal because it's a journey, it's not a destination. So if you find yourself struggling a little bit and you can't do the cold turkey, then take it little by little. So I'm going to do the Dandy Dream because I need to get it in real quick in the next 2 weeks. But hopefully after these 2 weeks, you know, I won't be going back to some of the old things that I used to do and some of the things that I do that, you know, keep the things on that I want to get rid of.
It definitely helps with
okay, we're gonna talk about that in a second. Thank you, BC Party.
Not Neo.
Okay.
Oh, Party. He knows he gets a couple. From me.
Wow.
Sciatica, scatia, back pain. But what was I gonna say?
Something about were you gonna say something about the weight loss or
cancer?
Okay.
About to exit out the video. I'm sorry. Go ahead. We can continue. I'm sorry. I got sidetracked.
Were you going to say something about the idea of wanting to lose weight quickly, or were we going to talk about that?
You touched on all that.
Okay. So what is your current health regimen? What does that look like for you too?
My current health regimen, I think I was going to talk about like me not being able to go cold turkey, which goes with my regimen. Because sometimes, like I said, for me, I did like the meat once a day, and then I would do like some days no meat. But it took me a while to be able to get to the point of like 2 weeks no meat, a month no meat. Ooh, it definitely takes discipline, as I was taught. But my daily regimen now consists of I'm 4 days in on probiotics, trying something new with the probiotics. But for my skin, I started making milk thistle capsules myself with the powder. So I take milk thistle capsules, which are supposed to be really good for any skin conditions, eczema. I have hyperpigmentation. I use it for that, and it's a liver detox. As well as Golden Seal has become one of my favorite. It's almost like an antibiotic. And they say don't say that, but it definitely is like an antibiotic.
Okay.
Like you can feel it work instantly, quickly. I had a reaction to drinking a lot of lemonade. Normally when I go out now, I try to drink lemonade instead of Coke or Sprite or anything like that. But too much acid can still be bad, even from lemons. So I had started getting sores. I had to go see a herbalist, and he was like, yeah, you know, you got to back off from the lemons.
Okay.
And
wow.
yeah, it was bad.
Okay.
But the golden seal, pop one, it's gone. You know, like it's amazing. That's what I say. It's like a natural antibacterial. I saw what's it, the store we have here in Memphis, the pharmacy. Ooh,
Dr. Champion's?
Yeah,
the
Dr. Champion.
Okay, in South
I saw
Memphis.
an ad that he had. He was actually promoting his golden seal. Like, golden seal is the business. I promise you. So those 2 capsules I take on the daily. At least I try to take them 4 to 5 times a week. And then, of course, I drink my tea, depending on which one. Sometimes it depends on what I'm making. I try to drink a lot of the detox, but if not, it can be a cup of the Yoni Cleanse tea, which I definitely take around my women's time. The Yoni Cleanse is amazing.
I was just about to ask you, let's talk about the Yoni Cleanse.
Yes, we definitely got to talk about that one. And then, you know, I just normally, whatever tea I'm making, I'm going to drink some of it that morning. So that's usually my regimen. And water. I always drink water. I keep water by the bedside, and I wake up drinking water. Water is essential.
Yes, water is life, y'all.
You have to drink, you gotta drink water. You gotta drink water. That's pretty much my 3 into my regimen. That's it.
Okay. Let's go back. I'm writing what I'm writing down, people, while we're talking is things that I want to go back and talk about, and some of the questions that you all are posting while we're speaking. But I wrote turmeric. Let's talk a little bit about the benefits of turmeric.
Turmeric, yes. Okay, so when I first started with it, I was working at this salad shop, and I had got sick. Like I say, usually every season change, I would get a cold from a child. I don't know if I had been like this. And I was working at this salad shop, and I was ready to go home, and my manager was like, no, I got something for you. He went in the seasoning, where we keep the seasoning, got the turmeric, got some hot water from the coffee pot, and a lemon, and gave it to me. I say about 30, 45 minutes later, I'm back to my happy. I was the cashier. I'm back happy, chippery, you know, taking orders like, what just happened? And that was maybe 2013, I want to say. From that point, that's why I said I personally kept turmeric with me, because I noticed the difference. Like, I would always keep a little pot, a cup of it, take it to work, other jobs I had. That was just my go-to. It really helps with a lot of inflammation. It's really good for sinus. It's really good for people who have swelling in their body, metabolism, energy, people low with energy. I've had this firefighter in Louisiana send me a message saying that he had been to a lot of foot specialists, and my tea was able to help him when they were not. Like,
that's what's up.
It's amazing. Like, I had
it's amazing what nature,
you know,
if we get back to what's already in the earth, you know what I'm saying?
I want to say, what is it? Sickle cell. And I think leukemia. I want to say. I don't want to be mistaken. I got a couple clients with that, and they've come to me, and the turmeric like really helps them get up and go. I got a young lady made a video about it because she drank the turmeric lemonade, and it helps her. You know, just overall, just body rejuvenation. And that's just the turmeric on its own. Like I said, so I started with just one tea, and then people started coming to me asking, well, do you have a tea for this, or do you have a tea for that? And then that made me start buying more books, doing more research. Like, well, everybody don't need turmeric, you know. It opened up a world I didn't even know about herbs, to be honest. You know, it was like, wow, it's amazing. When you step into your light, you know, you definitely got to step into your call and be open to it. Be open to it, because I didn't know anything about this, and now I could tell you so many stories about people have come to me and told me how it's helped them, and many, including myself, being pre-diabetic, and now, you know, not taking any prescriptions from 11 prescriptions, you know, no longer pre-diabetic, no health issues. It's just, you know, we could go on and on stories about it. But definitely, turmeric is a great one.
I was cleaning out my prescription or my medicine cabinet, which I keep in my kitchen, like my medicines and everything. And I had some old pills up there and I posted this on Facebook maybe like a couple of weeks ago about some of the multiple sclerosis symptoms I was experiencing. and the doctors prescribe gabapentin and prednisone and a lot of steroids and things. I didn't like how I felt on those pills, which is so I threw them away and I didn't use them. And that's one thing that kind of kickstarted my wanting to take more natural remedies for what I was going through, and staying away from what the doctors were prescribing, because they really couldn't find anything, and so they were just giving me something to address the symptoms but not really heal. And that's what Western medicine is really more so about, preventing, and it's driven by capitalism, it's driven by consumerism, and so doctors are prescribing us things that, yes, we're thankful for doctors and their ability to be able to pinpoint and pick out what's going on, but they also want to hurry up and get you out the office so they can get on to their next patient and make sure that their people are pleased. But anyway, that's a whole nother conversation for another day. Chandra asked earlier, she said, and I can't scroll back because y'all know my phone might fall if I scroll back, but she said, is there a particular type of diet that you recommend to pair with your teas? And that's probably a multifaceted, that's a really good question, answer right there.
I know sometimes I do it and then sometimes I get sidetracked, but there have been a couple people I have given like personal feeding or meal prep lists to, and that I use for myself. So in the beginning I never knew about avocados and stuff, like I said before I started working at this salad shop, but avocado has become one of my best friends for breakfast. Normally if I make some eggs, I can put an avocado on the side with a little salt and pepper, even some salsa, just whatever it's a little salsa on it, sprinkle, that'll help with the taste, but you don't like it, the raw avocado. But avocado is definitely one of the things that you need. Oatmeal. I switched from dairy milk to, I love rice milk the most, but I will get the almond milk. I switched butters, olive oil, grapeseed oil, or coconut oil. I don't use any of the vegetable canola. I don't cook in any of that. So that's why if you drinking a tea and you frying your fish or chicken in olive oil, you at least receiving the natural fats that you need, even though you eat, fried chicken. It's better, it's healthier for you. Go down through your body, doesn't hold for your cholesterol, build this block up in your body, because you need olive oil and stuff, so it's going to be nurturing to you. Now the chicken, on the other hand, like I said, I still eat meat. I know Miss Kim is vegan.
Oh, it's fine.
And I'm an herbalist, but so we get some slack about that. But like I said, I don't do the pork. A lot of beef I stopped eating. The only beef I will succumb to is a steak. I don't eat beef spaghetti. I don't eat beef burgers. I do eat fish. It's just pretty much like making your meal simpler. And with the tea, it kind of helps you. Like I said, it'll help with your appetite, your cravings. I got to a point now, like if I do eat hot wings or chicken, I can only eat like 2 or 3 whole wings. And then I'm full. My friend Gary, he always say, you always saving one wing. Like, I can't eat it. You can try to force, but then your stomach will be hurt.
Yeah, because you recognize your body.
Your body's to the side,
way of telling you. That's
your
enough.
body definitely tell you. I try to eat a piece of fruit. Bananas became one of my best friends. A lot of fruit.
Banana is the perfect food, because you can take it with you. I ate a banana on the way over here. I ate a banana on the way over here because I can put it on my car seat and open it while I'm eating. You know what I'm saying?
Love bananas. Just quick foods.
Right.
Pretzels. Like I see they got the little snacks now with the little cheese cubes and the nuts and the dried fruit. Like things like that, little small snacks you can eat, because I know people be like, well, I work a lot, or people have a lot of reasons why they can't fully commit. I have truck drivers who drink my tea. Because people are like, am I going to go to the bathroom? Yes, you're going to go to the bathroom, but it's not going to be like diarrhea. It's very controllable. Like at 18, I did not mention, because of all the medications I was on, either because of that or me working at McDonald's for 2 years and eating it, I ended up getting my gallbladder out when I was 18. So a lot of foods and stuff I can't even eat, or go a long time without going to the restroom, and it does me just fine. So anyone else, I would definitely encourage them and recommend they use it, because if I can hold minds, and a couple other people I know have a couple issues, IBS and things like that, and it doesn't mess you up like that.
And Chandra, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. everybody's body is different.
Yes.
So I get a lot of questions about going vegan. Veganism works for me. I'm not going to say, yes, you need to go vegan because it's going to make you healthier. I'm going to tell you to do what's healthy for your body.
Yeah.
I was listening to a podcast the other day, and the young woman said, depending on where we're from Africa. In Africa, we ate, fruits and berries. And we ate meat in Africa. We ate animals in Africa. I'm sure we did.
Rarely, but yeah.
So Africans, because we're of African descent, we're good on fruits and vegetables
nuts
and things and nuts and berries and things like that. As opposed to people of European descent, I think they probably ate more maybe potatoes. They ate things like that, potatoes and meat.
As they call
right.
it.
So every diet is not for everybody.
Right.
But you have to try things and see what your body responds well to. My body just responded well to being a vegan, so I'm just running with it.
I would definitely say with that, if you know you have issues like I was mentioning, the blood pressure, diabetes, gout, even something simple as arthritis.
Those are very common. We gotta talk about
you
diabetes.
can definitely, I feel like taking 3 months to not eat meat and not eat dairy, not eat those things that trigger your ailment, to cleanse your full body so that you can go back and eat it in moderation. But some people see it as a real challenge, and I understand it can be hard, but you have to understand there's been proven documents, people. I know other herbalists who have pages that I follow other than Dr. Sebi, holistic people, and have actual results. If you cut back at least 3 months, sometimes 4 at the most, it tells you.
Okay.
You can see so many things removed from your body. Parasites come out. I had this herbalist I go to, Cameron. I call him my herbalist.
Okay.
He was telling me lately he started a fruit and vegetable cleanse.
Okay.
And he's already healthy. He makes his own teas, tinctures, everything.
Okay.
And then he says he started getting parasites coming out of him. From his mouth, from his butt, uncontrollable. And I'm like, if you got them, I know I got them. And it's just amazing. You just have to take that time, give your body that time to reset itself. And once it does, you can go get another blood test. Like I said, they told me I was pre-diabetic. I know people who've had diabetes, or this one young lady who came to me at one point, she had got blood pressure and they was trying to give her medication for it because they lowered the number that is considered high for your blood pressure.
Oh, wow.
So they tried to get her on medication. She was like, they're trying to give me this medicine. I'm like, that's not really a high number. I can't remember, it was 135, 145, 150, something. It was pretty low. And I'm like, I found out they changed the number. So
it's probably big pharma trying to get more money.
You already know.
By already saying you.
Eventually, she was telling me, she was like, well, it was her job and this guy she was messing with, and she started drinking a couple of my teas and stuff. And then she come back like a couple of months later. I said, well, what happened when she picked up her next order? She said, oh, okay, my blood pressure is fine. I got me a new job. I got rid of I have no problems now.
She got rid of the pain.
Right. It's not always where they have to give you medication. They want to, if they was to give her that blood pressure medication and she stuck with it and took it, that she probably would have been on it for the rest of her life for something that she didn't need it for a couple months. That's why I say it don't take that long to reset your body, to figure out what your triggers are, because sometimes it can be stress, sometimes it is not necessarily food related. But just to know what your triggers are.
And I didn't even think I was stressed.
Oh, you'll find out.
I didn't even think I was stressed. I was telling my doctors, like, everything going fine. The department is growing.
That's when you figure out
the
that
department growing. I'm probably
finna
finna make more money in a second. I don't know what y'all talking about. I'm stressed. My life is great.
It probably was just a little overwhelming. You didn't know.
I didn't know it. I didn't know, because sometimes we get used to putting our bodies under stress, and we can't recognize when we're in stress because we think it's normal.
When the doctors can't find it, it's usually stress.
Okay, that's good to know. When the
doctors be like, we don't know what's wrong with you. Yeah, you usually got to look deeper. It might be a little stress.
Okay, y'all hear that? When the doctors say they can't find it,
but then,
it may be
like
stress.
I said, sometimes people come in, the doctors don't always know. But usually, if they can't find something generally wrong and it's just a small pain or some abnormal and it come and go, it's probably stress.
Okay. And I forgot to write something down because I was thinking something while you were talking. But we're going to get on with some of our questions. What are some of the barriers that African Americans living in the South, what are some of the barriers that we face? You know, just from living in the South and not having. You're reading the comments? Oh, you have different comments?
I think these are different comments.
Okay.
Yeah, they're crazy.
Okay. Y'all look so beautiful.
Ashley, hey, Ashley.
Hey, Ashley.
Yeah, these are different comments. Natia, she just opened her yoni cleanse this morning. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm going to read one of these comments about her teas. It says, I just opened my yoni tea this morning on the start of a fasting journey, and for it to not have a fruit flavor, it's actually amazing. Thanks so much. Hey Carissa.
You can definitely add a little honey. I say you can put honey or agave if you want to sweeten it. I'll come back with the honey straws like I had last summer real soon. But what are we going to go to?
We're talking about the barriers of living in the South.
Yes, the barriers.
And, what makes it difficult for us to adopt a healthy lifestyle?
For one, I had a sociology teacher at Southwest.
Let me stop with y'all. Need to take a sociology class. Take an intro to sociology class.
And
it
will
change your life.
I went off to Chattanooga, but for some reason it's like when it's not your time, it's not your time.
Yes.
I wasn't really learning.
Okay.
So when I moved back to Memphis, I took this class with sociology teacher, and he brought it to our attention that he was going to go to a party or something, and he wanted to get, I think maybe it was some avocado, and the party was close to downtown. So he stopped at Kroger, which of course would be South Memphis or Cleveland. No avocados. Before they built the one on Union, this was years ago. He said he stopped at the one probably on 3rd. No, it wasn't no avocados at the one in the 3rd shopping center. And he was just saying, like, as you go and then you go on that, it took him to get to Poplar, out by past Highland area, for him to get to a nice Kroger that actually had bigger produce selection. And I have noticed that in a lot of places, our produce selection is smaller in our neighborhood stores. Then they have started shutting down a lot of the stores in ours in Memphis that we use for grocery.
Kroger shut down the one on in Orange Mound or close to Orange Mound, and in Hickory Hill too, and as well as one in South Memphis
and
on South 3rd.
So and another thing I've seen is in our neighborhoods, I can't recall if it's out like in Cordova area. I don't recall seeing it. But like they sell fried chicken to us at our neighborhood gas stations, corner stores. You can't go out in Cordova. They're gonna fry you some chicken, and then they let you get it on your EBT. It's like it's what we're accessible to. It's nobody's fault, but it's only what we're accessible to. This is only what they're giving us. They're not giving us the healthy options or promoting healthy eating at our stores. They're not making it look fancy. You might even go to the produce section. It's probably not even a lot healthy choose from that's even right. So a lot of people, they get the bag foods, canned fruit or whatever, because it's just better, and it preserves a little longer than what we being offered. It's definitely a barrier. It's a burden. I feel like those two for sure. The fact that we don't have grocery stores, and then the fact that they are like the way that they allow to cook. Now, some of these stores I see they add the salads now, and then they have like a couple pieces of fruit out front. So they trying to get better, but it's like you don't have those options in other places. So don't make it so accessible to us, because then we start seeing what they say. I'm seeing a lot of the clinics now in the neighborhood.
A lot of dialysis centers on every corner in black neighborhoods.
And that's coming from us going to these corner stores, eating all this fried food, going to the fast food places, or going to our grocery stores, not being accessible, like I said, to produce or things, or knowing even how to prepare them. Now, there is South Memphis Farmers Market. They do classes. We can shout them out. They do classes teaching you to cook with healthier foods. And it's free, so definitely check that out and find out about information. But we just don't know. And like I said, even for me, it took for me to work at that salad shop. Like I said, I didn't know what avocado, I didn't know what edamame, I didn't know artichoke hearts, I didn't know any of those things. Like, what is this? Olives. I never ate any of those type of things because it wasn't accessible to me. Even though I had went from South Memphis to college and come back, I still didn't know any of those things on the health scale. So it definitely They should have more, like my mom said back in the day, they had home ec classes. They don't even have that in school anymore. You know, so I don't know where we start. We got to start doing some outsourced health classes or something.
Yeah, we definitely, and this is one reason, and I talked about this at the beginning, why I wanted to have this conversation, is because the conversations don't happen enough. So it's not just because we're used to eating foods that are not good for us. It's also because we just don't have the education around us, and we just don't have we have access to the education because we got phones, but we have to be in the mindset to even want to look for these things or even want these things in our lives.
Exactly.
And so some of us just don't have the mindset because we didn't get it from our parents. Our parents maybe didn't get it from their grandparents, and now we're passing it on to the younger generation that it's just not important because we're not talking about it. I want to quickly bring up, because I said that every episode I want to make sure that I mention something that's going on in government agencies or in the governmental realm that's going to affect what's going on with our children and with us. So I had to look it up. Okay. I saw the news story because I make sure news stories about veganism and living a healthier lifestyle pop up on my phone as I'm scrolling through my news stories. But anyway, in 2010. First Lady Michelle Obama introduced, y'all know she was all about moving and getting healthier and all that good stuff. So she introduced a law that said that school lunches had to include more whole grains and less sodium. So last year, the Trump administration backed down on that, and the guy's name, who is the Secretary of Agriculture, I had to write this down because I found this so interesting. His name is Sonny Perdue. But he had a mission to call, and he called it "Make School Lunches Great Again." And he went on to say that I wouldn't be as big as I am if it were not for chocolate milk, or without chocolate milk. And so he initiated that the school lunches could roll back and not even care about what they give to our children. So this happened, and some states are suing the Trump administration because it happened in the blink of an eye. It was like it was little notification, and governmental agencies were not able, and people, senators and everything were not able to even just say, you know what, we don't want this to happen. It was a public outcry about it, but Sonny Perdue, who is the Secretary of Agriculture, said, oh well, I'm finna, forget what Michelle Obama said, forget whole grain and forget sodium. I don't care, because the children finna be fed whatever they need to be fed in order to be big and be healthy and be strong. So this is an example of the government making decisions that is going to affect people who depend on the government for assistance and for help, because it's going to affect the children who are depending on school lunch because their parents maybe can't afford to buy them food.
Definitely.
So now we're going to have children who are eating more, white breads and white crackers, and they're going to be eating foods that are high in sodium. So we have to pay attention to what the government is doing that's affecting us, which is one reason why
it's cheaper for them to buy that and give it to them.
It is. So I just wanted to make y'all aware of that, so we can make sure we introduce into the conversation that it's not always just because we don't have access. It's also because the government is pumping. The government is choosing to kill us because they can.
Right.
Because they can. It's as simple as that. And they can get away with it. So just wanted to let y'all know that is going on. Ask your kids what they're eating in school. If you're not sending them to school with lunch,
always
ask them what they are eating in school. Please, y'all. Okay? Because they are eating all kinds of mess. When we were growing up, the government probably didn't care at all. We can go on and on and on about what we ate in school. I remember when I was a senior in high school, y'all, that bread at Whitehaven High School was so fire. It was 10 cents a bread, y'all. We used to buy a whole bag. Anybody who watching this who sit at the table, we had a table, we call it table 112, where the seniors dwell.
Wait a minute, what kind of bread?
It was like an Italian sourdough bread. It had a lot of butter on it. We would get I graduated in 97, so maybe this was like 95, 96, and 97. Yeah, we would buy a whole plate of bread because it was 10 cents a piece and just munch on that bread.
Wow.
Yes, that would be our lunch. That would be our lunch. But anyway, the government is saying we don't care about y'all.
Yeah.
So many things coming down the pipeline, yes, which is why it is important that we are aware. And it's also important that we take into our own hands. We take the power that we have in our own hands.
Yes.
And we enact change with our own selves and within our own community. We can't depend on the government always. Because as much as I am an optimist and I want things to be a certain way, I'm also a realist. And I realize that we cannot depend on the government to take care of us. Because it ain't going to happen. It's not going to happen. So yeah, welcome to the South. And welcome to America. Right. This is America. What you want to talk about, Tiarica, next?
I don't know. What else did I have?
I think that's how we, how can we support, okay, one more question and we're going to get ready to get out of y'all face. This has been fun. I hope it has been informative for you all.
Yes.
But how can we support those who are struggling to live healthier? Because sometimes we take on this, those of us who are in a certain place in life, we take on this shame thing where we feel like we're going to shame people who we feel like need to be doing better instead of actually building them. We cannot shame them. Instead of actually saying, you know what can I do to help instead of shame this person to do better. So those of us who are doing better, healthier, how can we assist those who are wanting to do better?
I'm definitely...
Whoa, okay, we're going to talk about that for a second. Sonny is a part of the Purdue Farms family.
Whoa, that's the chicken.
Dang. Okay. Sonny Purdue. Okay.
Well,
yeah, Purdue Farm. Okay, chicken. Okay. All right, we're going to... Okay, then. All right.
Man, I'm going to be tied in there. Wow.
Okay, recipes. Okay, so how can we help those who are struggling?
I am definitely all for teaching how to fish, as they say.
Yes.
For me, like I said, I pretty much had to teach myself because I come from
come on,
chitlins, greens, bacon, fried pork chops, all of that. Like, so I pretty much had to, like I said, after I worked at the salad shop and got introduced to the atmosphere, I was able to look up more things and get into it. I would say if you're trying to introduce somebody into the lifestyle, definitely don't bash them. I don't know if I've been responsible of that before. I try my best not to. Even when I look at like those people do like the keto diets and these different diet fads and things like that, seeing how sensitive social media is, I try to refrain from speaking on certain things, even though it probably could be definitely educational, informative to those people. What I would say is just, I think there's one guy, Austin, AC, we went to college together. He's been doing a lot of promoting on his page lately, and he does a couple shout outs. He's bought some teas for me and stuff and for his family, but he's been doing this thing where he posts like, all right, y'all, this week I'm gonna do water with lemon and cucumber. If y'all gonna join me, let me know, and I'll send you the regimen for food that week. Like, he's been inclusive, including people instead of being like, I don't eat meat no more, y'all gonna die, y'all gonna be sick because y'all don't, we cannot attack them. But like I said, definitely teach them how to fish. So if you got a person come to you and they say, well, I wanna lose weight, or I wanna eat healthy, what can I do? You can give them keywords or different charts. I think a lady, Natia, that got the tea from me, she hit me up and she said, I want to do healthy living. I told her, well, I do consultation meal plans for a fee, but then I sent her the Dr. Sebi list because I seen somebody post it. That's always a good start. That's always a good start. Looking even at any chart, you can do charts for even the month. Like for the month of April, you can just Google good fruits and vegetables to eat for April, good fruits and vegetables to eat for May, and just learn how to incorporate them in your diet, and then those will actually help you along with sickness, ailments and stuff, because you're eating them in their ripest time of season for your body. Everything that we've always needed for us to survive and live has already been created on this earth. We just have to know how to utilize it and get it in our systems and streams for the healing. So definitely just looking up small things like that. Just try to, like I said, root for people. If you know you cooking something healthy. I think Miss Almitra Miss Turner, she does the budget eating, eating on the budget, budgetista, I think.
Okay.
And you know, she posts her meals and what she cooked. Now it looks so good. I still don't know how to cook it.
Okay.
But you know, she'll make a little vegan or vegetarian meals, and they look so amazing. She always posts the ingredients and this and another. You know, don't make it so hard for people to do it if that's what you really want them to do. Mm-hmm. I know a lot of people that'll be like, you know, inbox me for what to do. And now you got 50 inboxes. Like, mm-hmm. just go ahead and tell me what I need to do. Mm-hmm. You know, if you really want to help me, mm-hmm. we're going to go ahead and post it out here. You know, mm-hmm. so it's just all about slowly taking a hand. But definitely don't force. Don't force. If it's some family members that you know and you want to get them to healthy living and they're reluctant to it, you got to kind of really ease it. Mm-hmm. Really easy, because you know the older we get more stuck in our ways. Yes. We don't want to listen to that. They don't mm-hmm. want to hear that. You know, they feel like they done been to every doctor, they done did everything mm-hmm. they could do at that point. Or some of them, you know, I think I hear a lot when they say I'm gonna die from something anyway. Mm-hmm. I just always feel like your health shouldn't be what take you out, because it's so much you can accomplish in mm-hmm. your time and do that mm-hmm. you need. Let something else, a natural cause, something take you. Don't let it be because you want to stop eating chicken for a couple months to mm-hmm. cleanse your colon. You know, like just take time to take care of yourself, mm-hmm. and you'll be here longer. And
I like to think that what I'm doing now to take care of myself is not just for me in the now, but it's for me 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now.
It definitely matters, because mm-hmm. what they say, you are what you eat. Mm-hmm. When I tell you, it is true, mm-hmm. because everything you eat, your cells, your bones, your body rebuilds based on that. So if mm-hmm. it's nothing but hot chips and hot wings and junk food, your body ain't got no strength of bones, no minerals, no mm-hmm. nutrients. Like, you gotta really build yourself mm-hmm. And eat the foods. Food can be medicine. Mm-hmm. Food can be medicine. Food can be poisonous. It's just all mm-hmm. on which ones you choose. Mm-hmm. And that's not to say that, you know, you have to be on the straight and narrow all the time. Yes. But definitely, like I said, if you know you got a severe ailment, you definitely should take the time out from a lot of different foods and habits and ways to cleanse and get yourself together mm-hmm. before, you know, reversing mm-hmm. back to old ways. Mm-hmm. Especially if you know it's going to help you.
Yes,
definitely.
Yes. And what I've noticed about cutting out meat and cutting out eggs and dairy is that my attitude and not my personality, but my attitude and my mindset and my outlook on life has totally changed. Yeah. I like to think that everything that we consume has energy. Processed food has processed energy. It has the energy of going through machines and being handled by people who didn't care about who was handling your food. And I think this about fast food too. People don't care about how they're handling your food back there. So you're paying for quick, cheap, easy food. Yes, it tastes good, but is it really going to give you what you need to sustain yourself? Man. And so I like to think that the fruits and the vegetables that I'm eating were grown like from the earth, like they came from the earth. And so the earth abounds. The earth it has everything that we need.
Everything you need.
It is like it's renewing itself over and over and over again. So when I eat fruits and vegetables, I'm renewing myself over and over and over again, instead of killing myself with foods that will, if I leave it out on the counter for one day,
it's already dead, right?
I don't know if you heard the story about the guy who kept out a Big Mac or some kind of
I've seen those photos.
Some sandwich, and he kept it out on the counter or something for like 2 or 3 years, and it stayed intact. It stayed intact.
Exactly, so and that's why I said I don't know if the gallbladder came from me working at McDonald's or because of the overload of the medication I was on. At 17, I was taking 11 pills. You know, like one of the two. Definitely, I had to get my gallbladder taken out. You can't eat foods like that all the time and think it's not going to catch up with you. Yeah, if it don't catch up with you today, it will next month, next week. And I will say it starts, one of my things to say is it starts with pain. Just a small, like I said, small arthritis pain. If it's not stress and it's, you know, arthritis, and then it becomes like mucus buildup, and then eventually it becomes a blockage to where your blood flow or your cells can't get through, or your white blood cells can't fight it off. And then that's when it becomes an ailment.
Okay.
So it's like it actually takes a couple stages before it gets to something that you need medication for.
Okay.
But you got to be able to pay attention to your body to know, like, oh, your leg is not just hurt. You know, it's stiff for a reason. Like maybe you need to lay off the meat this week, or you know, cut back on, you know, like during this season, allergy season for me, definitely no dairy, no chicken. It's hard to believe. I found out, I think two springs ago, that the chicken was causing me to have the worst allergies of my life. I was like uncontrollable sneezing. Went to go, like I said, Cam, my herbalist, I had to have a whole face mask on, and he was like, I didn't even tell him what I ate. He was like, you got to stop eating that chicken, because most chicken is processed, you know. I looked at him and I was like, I had hot wings last night. Like my face, it was, and from that point on, I took like a week off of chicken and just noticed the difference. Like I said, you just pay attention to what foods you stop eating for a week or 2 weeks and see how you feel off of it. See how your body feel off of it. Then you'll know what your triggers are, what you need to eat less of or take away from yourself that's causing the pain. Like so, right now, no chicken.
Okay.
And no dairy.
Okay.
You know, but usually the body just you're just I say learning to be like on a healthy path is it is a journey.
It is.
It just takes
not a destination.
forever and a
you
day.
Never get to
like I said, I've been doing it maybe 4 years now, and I still don't know every herb. I still don't know every body part. I still don't know every ailment. I've had people come to me with ailments I never heard of, diseases I never knew existed. One lady told me she had a baby and cracked her ribs, and she had something else going on, and reproductive, and it just to read the description alone is like, my God, like where do I even start to do research for this? It's so much out there, but a lot of it can be prevented, and a lot of it can be reversed and helped to at least where you can live a more of a easier, less painful life. I think that's it.
Okay.
I think that's it.
I have enjoyed this greatly and immensely.
Hey.
Tiarica, I want to thank
right
you. Is it? What time is
51.
it? Okay, yeah, I said about an hour.
Right.
So I want to thank Tiarica for joining me today. Tell
Thank
people
you
where
for
they can
having
find
me.
you.
Thank y'all for tuning in.
Yes.
I am Tiarica Randle on Facebook. My Facebook business page is G_TEA, which is for Genius Tonic Tea. I call it Genius because we try to make it innovative. I'm working on so many different teas and options to drink teas, like I said, with the capsules and the lemonades. Just different ways for people to consume herbs is my job.
Okay.
That's why I call it the Genius. So as soon as I can get everything squared away how I want to, it'll be so many more different herbal products, period. That you will see, so that you can just incorporate herbs into your diet to help keep you cleansed. On Instagram, it's GTEA Memphis. GT Memphis.
GT Memphis. Yeah, I got that. I'm going to put all this. I'm going to type all this up.
And then on either one of those pages, there is definitely a link to my website, the order. Right now, I do have the liquid blends. I didn't bring any with me today.
That's okay.
But it comes usually already pre-made. But now, since it's about to be summer, I won't be able to ship. Because they'll explode. So it'll definitely still be available local Memphis, and then a dry blend for shipping up until it gets back to fall. So definitely check it out. Y'all can hit me up for questions at GT, and thank y'all for tuning in.
Yes, and I am speaking nothing but prosperity, not just in the form of money for you, but prosperity in the form of you changing the lives of the people that are attached to you.
Yes.
I'm speaking that over your life because it's so important, especially for us younger women, younger black women.
Yes.
Because we got women coming up, young women coming up behind us, and we have friends and we have family that really need to change, what's going on in their lives. So I'm thankful for you. You're necessary right now.
It definitely, it took my family probably this year and last year to really get.
Okay.
Like I said, I've been doing it for 4 years, but it even took my own family to get. And now I need tea for this, I need tea for that. And I'm like,
welcome to the phone.
Come on in. Yes, definitely. So I always say when people call me, they be like, I've been meaning to hit you up. I say everybody comes in their own time. You come right when it's your time to call, and you start your regimen.
As a thank you gift, y'all know I have my skincare line, and it's more than just skincare. I decided to expand it a little bit and say it's natural care for the skin, body, and soul. And so these are 2 products that I have not even labeled or necessarily sold yet. This is a hair oil. It's got sweet almond oil, argan oil. It's got some dried lavender leaves, some rose petals, and some hibiscus flowers in there. So that's for your hair. It's got some lavender essential oil, some rose absolute oil, as well as some rose hip seed oil in there. So yeah, I'm going to be selling that soon, as well as this sleep balm. I have not even named it yet, but let me tell you what's in this sleep balm. It's got some pure African shea butter, refined coconut oil, refined palm oil, and the essential oils are lavender, which is a little bit of a hybrid of lavender, wintergreen, frankincense, amyris, lemongrass, cedarwood, and orange essential oil.
Smells good.
So this is going to help you to relax a little bit before you go to bed. It still got some oils on it. It probably be melted a little bit because it's a little bit warmer outside from when I made it. But that's my thank you to Tiarica for the work that you do and for joining me today on Black, Southern, and Healthy. So thank y'all for tuning in.
Thank you for tuning in.
We appreciate y'all, and be on the lookout for more episodes. Tiarica may be just joining me to be a co-host. I don't know. I feel it in my spirit. I don't know because I don't want to do it by myself. I know it's fun.
We can definitely do something now. Hey.
So thank y'all. We appreciate y'all. Y'all be healthy, okay? Be healthy best you can. All right. Bye bye.